Module 3 is about connecting with Whānau. We'll be learning things about the Treaty of Waitangi, Māori forms of engagement, a Māori model of health, and whānau water. And these will give us some helpful skills that we can use to help build meaningful connections with families. So the Treaty of Waitangi, it's our founding document, and there are 3 common principles that are used in the treaty to help engage with families. They are first, partnership, participation, and protection. So here's an idea, let's develop some partnerships. There are many different organisations in your community that you can link into and build meaningful relationships with that can help you to give the best products and interventions for those families that you work with. So for example, in SUDI we have taha, Change for All Children, and Whakawhetū. We all work together in SUDI prevention nationwide. You also have organisations such as the Ministry of Health and DHBs that can provide a lot of services that your families can link into. There are others such as Plunkett, Tamara Ki Ora, and other well child services. We have Ngā Maia, who are the Māori midwives. We have Work and Income, Hauora Services, Pregnancy Help Doc Inc., and other services such as Aukati Kai Paipa. All of these people have services that you can link into. All you got to learn is who they are and what they provide. Next, we have participation. Try and increase family participation by engaging with more than just mum and baby. Baby is really important and mum is also, of course, important. But there are other people in that baby's life that at one point or another are going to be living with that baby, sleeping with that baby, caring for that baby, such as dad, maybe grandparents, or an auntie and an uncle. So you want to deliver your SUDI prevention messages to the whole family, to all of them. Next, we'll talk about protection. Giving SUDI prevention messages is really awesome as a start, but there are other things we can do to help protect mum and baby. The first is by asking about their smoking status, giving brief advice to stop smoking, followed by strongly encouraging them to use cessation support. You can do this by offering them a referral to a stop smoking provider or providing cessation support yourself, such as nicotine replacement therapy. The second is helping the family to procure a bassinet or a cot. And you can do this through WINS for a lot of families who are on benefits already. Now, if a family says to you, hey, I don't want to sleep with my baby in a cot, I want baby close to me, you could provide and say to them, hey, there's a sleeping device called a wahakura that provides a really safe place for baby to sleep, and it's a Māori item. Awesome idea. Another one is breastfeeding. If mum's having difficulty breastfeeding, make sure that she's linked into lactation consultants, midwives or nurses to help get some of those technical training skills that she would need to make breastfeeding more easier and more accessible to her. There's also breast pumps available that you could get through WINS, through a special needs grant or a returning to work grant that you could use to express. So there's lots of different ways in which we can protect baby. Māori forms of engagement. Let's talk about whakawhanaungatanga, which is building meaningful relationships with families, and te reo Māori, which is the Māori language. First of all, whakawhanaungatanga. It's a long word, but it basically just means building a relationship of trust with a family or connecting with a family. People listen to those who they trust. However, building trust takes time, and as a health professional, you need to take time to build trust with a family so that you can get them to accept and listen to those messages which you're giving to them. One of the ways you can do this is by talking about who you are, where you're from, what your role is, and what you hope to gain from talking with that family, and what you hope to work with them on. And also it's about listening to the family for those same things. Ask them who they are, where they're from, you know, what their hobbies are, what their perspectives are on looking after babies in general. These are all things we can do to help build relationships with the family and to connect with them. The next thing is te reo Māori. Māori is one of the official languages in New Zealand. Learn to say people's names properly. Learn some basic pronunciation and some common greetings. All these things can go a long way to help preventing barriers and help building trust with the family. Next, let's try using a Māori model of health. So Professor Mason Drury's Te Whare Tapa Whā model is widely used throughout New Zealand, and it likens Māori health as holistic and as having 4 sides to it. The first is hinangaro, or mental health. We also have tinana, or physical health, whānau, family health, and wairua, spiritual health. And keeping these things in mind will help us to engage with families better, such as if you do whakawhanaungatanga and a mother keeps talking about how much she enjoys working with their family and the importance of her family, it might be a good idea to use that angle when you're talking to her about safe sleep. If a family's talking about spiritual things throughout the whakawhanaungatanga, then you might want to say to them, hey, would you like to say a karakia first? This can help them to feel more comfortable and can help you to build a better relationship with them. A good example of how you can use all the aspects of te whare tapa whā in one intervention is the wahakura. So the wahakura is a part of Māori culture. It comes from harakeke, which is flax. And here's a picture of people from 100 years ago harvesting flax. They do it together as a family. And people weaving wahakura. This is a painting from over 100 years ago, where we have women weaving a wahakura or basket together. And all these things are done together. It also gives us a good opportunity to sit down with families and talk to them about safe sleeping and about the importance of keeping babies safe while they sleep. Next is using a whānau order approach. Many Māori have large extended families, and at some time or another, these family members may be caring for baby when they sleep. So we need to make sure that all family members get the safe sleep messages. So whānau order is about agencies working together in partnership. It's about social services, justice, health and education working together to get meaningful outcomes for families. And you can link people into, or families into services that have whānau order navigators that can sit down with the family and come up with a plan to link them into all the different services that they need. For example, we have in Auckland, we have Manukau Urban Māori Authority, Waipareira Trust, and Raukura Hauora o Tainui that all have whānau order contracts where they can work with families to get them the things that they need. And for a larger list, you can look at the Ministry of Māori Development's website, Te Puni Kokiri online. We hope that you've enjoyed our SUDI training. Ngā mihi nui ki a koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.